Royalfm.
Your number one.
Number one.
Number one. Number one.
Number one radio station.
Ensemble, oui la main dans la main.
Jamane Besa Emmanuel Noël, Joja Majing, Bata Bichema, Bata Ululuma Chengu, Namibia Moye Kumbo, Bangayane Cameroon. Le Kalumanga Lenge, Linene Ye Kumbo, Cameroon, Ukumbo Yaha, Ebe Lansang, Nsanga Be Maye Kumbo, Iding, Ebe Ate, Abon, Biye Kumbo. No Lulume Akonbe Hengo, Anyul Bonvanane, Bukwarbe Awelan, Bukwarbe Amunduru, Bukwarbe Aliye, Ne Ye Kumbo, Ebe Ekumbo, Ye Bourbobise.
Je suis Eric Christian Kwam. J'aime mon pays, le Cameroun, et j'en suis fier. Je dis non à la violence, non au tribalisme, non à la manipulation.
I am Grace Limungamokake. I love my country, Cameroon. I am proud of it. I say no to violence, no to any form of manipulation, no to tribalism.
Ensemble, main dans la main, pour préserver l'unité de notre cher et beau pays, le Cameroun.
C'est un message de Royalfm, la radio des auditeurs.
The 6 a.m. with Macwalter Njapteh.
Monday, October 7th, 2019. Good morning and welcome to the 6 a.m. news on Royalfm 88.4 and live on our Facebook page, Royalfm Cameroon. It is a presentation of Macwalter Njapteh for our top stories. The major national dialogue has wrapped up in Yaoundé with the first fruits of the dialogue already visible. The release of some 333 prisoners held in connection with the Anglophone crisis and that of political prisoners of the CRM party led by its president, Professor Maurice Kamto. And in sports, Team Cameroon has emerged winner of the African Namudo Championship in Senegal with a total of 20 medals, 17 in gold. Once more, good morning. The major national dialogue has ended in Yaoundé last Friday in view of seeking solutions to the Anglophone crisis. The major outcome of the 5-day deliberation is the granting of a special status to the Anglophone Northwest and Southwest regions as enshrined in Article 62 of the Constitution of Cameroon. The delegates concluded with a number of resolutions adopted and forwarded to the chairman of the dialogue, Prime Minister Joseph Diongute, for onward transmission to the president's convener of the dialogue. While closing the event last Friday, Prime Minister thanked the participants for their frank and sincere contribution which aims at solving the Anglophone crisis and assured them that he assured them of the president's strong will to progressively implement the resolutions. Let's listen to David Abwem Acho and Professor Nkui Nchoji of the Decentralization and Education Committees, respectively, on their resolutions adopted.
Our commission made 9 recommendations. The first one was to grant a special status to the regions of Northwest and Southwest, which entails a lot of more autonomy and advantages. The second recommendation was to allot all the councils in Northwest and Southwest with an endowment fund to help them recover from the present situation. And the others concern the general situation in Cameroon, the putting in place case of regions, the putting an end to the status of government delegate who should be elected according to recommendations, and many other recommendations. The Constitution of the Republic of Cameroon on Section 62, Sub 2, makes provision for special status for certain regions according to their historical background and specificities. And this squarely suits the Northwest and Southwest.
Stood for the maintenance of the two subsystems with their individual specificity. So I think that is one good thing that I take away from here.
Meanwhile, Joshua Osi, an elite of the Southwest region and participants at the dialogue, and one other participant have the following take-home messages to the aggrieved population of the Southwest and the Northwest regions.
A certain amount of points that take us very far, not where we want to be, but very far towards the direction in which this marginalization can be something of the past. There's still many things to be done, but we should cherish where we've gone to today by talking to each other. And nobody said in this dialogue that if things do not work out, we'll not come back. So right now, the message I have for everybody in the Southwest and Northwest is that let's give dialogue a chance, let's give peace a chance, let's talk to each other. We're much stronger when we're talking to each other than when we're shooting at each other.
The president's speech was to convene Cameroonians to see if they can work out solutions that would lead to lasting peace in the Anglophone regions. Now, when I came here, I had no illusions that this meeting would bring any permanent solutions. In my mind, I saw it as an event that would put in motion a process that will eventually lead to a resolution of the Anglophone problem. And so if you ask me, and many people have asked me, what's your take on it? My take on it is the process is in motion, and with time we'll see if it bears fruit or not.
The president of the Cameroon Renaissance Movement Party, Maurice Kamto, has spent a second night in his Santa Barbara's residence in Yaoundé after being freed from the Kondenge Maximum Prison. Maurice Kamto and allies Penda Ikoke, Celestine Jame, Michel Ndoki Vassero, and 102 militants of the party were released after a special military court session on Saturday to implement a presidential clemency passed last Friday to the CRM supporters. The CRM leader and supporters were progressively arrested last January 28 in Douala, Yaoundé, and Bafoussam for staging unauthorized white march to denounce electoral hold-up, amongst others. Their release, coupled with the presidential pardon to 333 prisoners arrested in line with the Anglophone crisis for misdemeanor, are part of progressive measures of the President of the Republic to restore peace in Cameroon following the recommendations made at the just ended major national dialogue. You are on to the 6 a.m. news on Royalfm 88.4. Teachers in Cameroon have joined their peers across the globe last Saturday, October 5, to celebrate the World Teachers' Day. The day was commemorated under the theme, Young Teachers, the Future of the Profession. Over 100 teachers in Yaoundé were decorated with medals for their hard work during a ceremony at the Yaoundé Multipurpose Sport Complex, which was chaired by the Minister of Secondary Education, Professor Nalova Lyonga, alongside other education ministers. However, teachers in Cameroon have reiterated their various challenges ranging from low salaries, poor working conditions, insufficient didactic material, insecurity, especially in the Northwest and Southwest region, as well as the far North region plagued by attacks of armed groups on teachers. Within the framework of the fight against poverty in the far north region, the agro-pastoral activities of some 33 common initiative groups have been boosted with a donation of 112 million francs CFA. The donation was recently made by the National Program for the Consolidation of Agro-Pastoral Gains and Counseling, better known in its French appellation as PCP-ACEFA, which is under the control of the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and that of Livestock, Fishery and Animal Industry. The 112 million francs donation is the first installment for a series of of projects sponsored by the French debt relief contracts. On to a sad note, tributes have been pouring in following the demise of the eldest member of the Muna's family, Barrister Bernard Acho Muna. The legal mind cum politicians died in Yaoundé on Sunday at the age of 79. Barrister Bernard Acho Muna was the chairman of the International Anti-Corruption Conference Council and founder of the Alliance for Progressive Forces, APF, and unsuccessfully ran for the 2011 presidential election in Cameroon. We now take you to sports, where Team Cameroon has been crowned African champions for the fourth time in a row in the just ended 2019 African Nambudo Championship in Senegal. Cameroon won 17 gold medals, 2 silver and 1 bronze in the single kata and jurando race. Cameroon Nambudoka came ahead of Cote d'Ivoire, ranked second, and hosts Senegal on the third spot. Meanwhile, the presidency of the African Nambudo Confederation has been attributed to a Moroccan. And that is where we wrapped up this 6 a.m. news on Royalfm 88.4. We benefited from the technical expertise of Romy Arikume at the audio console, Steve D'Souza at the camera for live broadcast on our Facebook page, Royalfm Cameroon. Editorial coaching, Carol Prudence TNU. Copyright clerk, Yannick Ngelewi. General coordination, Roger Kiak de Kiki. And for general supervision, Reverend Pastor Emmanuel Noibisai. At the anchor for presentation, my humble self, Macwalter Njapteh Rifo. Signing out and giving way for la matinale royale with Jean-Claude Nguy. Bonjour Jean-Claude.
Good morning Macwalter.
Comment a été le week-end?
Oh, ça s'est très bien passé avec toutes ces bonnes nouvelles qu'on a apprises, qui sont certainement la conséquence de la fin des travaux ayant donc sanctionné le grand dialogue national au palais des congrès de Yaoundé. Et puis on s'est dit, ce matin, pourquoi ne pas accompagner tout le monde dans cette joie, dans ce bonheur à travers la matinale royale.
Wish you a nice time in the